Oh, hi everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of the Real Talking Podcast with your host, just JD this week. And as we all know, Ashley is now a father. Baby Patricia is all good and well. She's healthy. She's got 11 fingers and 9 toes, so it's all good. Uh, Maybe we'll see her in the Olympics one day, but it's too soon to tell. We've got a long way to go for any of that. But yeah, it's Friday night as recording now, this at the moment, so we're on the beers. Hey. And it's probably going to be the most intimate episode up to date because it's just literally us, me against the world, everyone listening at home. Hopefully, you do enjoy it anyway. If not, be sure to drop a message, send in your emails, realtalkingpod@gmail.com or Twitter, X at Ash and JD. Um, I did just realise the other day, YouTube. Sometimes the comments are disabled. I don't know why. It's just YouTube being YouTube. Can't handle the real talk of everything that we've got going on. It's just too real. So I just thought I'd start off by saying how it's Christmas time. Everyone's all got the decorations up, but it just shows how much of a bit of a Scrooge, Grinchy sort of person I am because everyone always, I say everyone, the majority of people put their decorations up well too early. There's been some people with them up for weeks around by me, but there's this one person around the corner now, and they've done a full blown light display, and I mean like literally from the roof all the way down. It's some special LED lighting that they've put down. And I'm assuming this person's a bit of a computer whiz, unlike myself, which you all know from my editing skills. They've managed to div up the LED lights, and one section it's a big uh, picture of the Grinch on there, and then there's a Santa, a snowman, and this and that. But it's just so bright. I mean, look, I'm walking around in the dark most of the time, not because I'm a sad fucker, but I have to walk the dog, so I walk the dog in the morning, no time. And if I was living right next to this person, I'd be so pissed off because it's just so bright. I mean, we all know what it's like these days with these LED bulbs anyway. They're so bright. You can't drive down the road without getting blinded. It's like everyone's driving with the high beams on these days, which I ain't going to get onto a driving rant, at least not just yet anyway. But, I mean, I know we've gone over it previously anyway, but I'm not the biggest of decorations fan or anything, but Jesus, man, there's just no need to have that extreme volume of light on the front of your house because it's a little bit of a cul-de-sac as well. So it's not like I understand when it's on the main roads, everyone can see and appreciate it, but when you're tucked away, you're just making a nuisance. But at least that's what I think anyway. You know, it's uh, it's, it's strange actually. I know you all think the same really since it is me on my own, but I suppose you're getting the realist, unfiltered JD content now because I haven't got a certain other individual to pipe in and give his shit side of the story for any of this because he loves it. He'd be out there right now looking at all this Grinch and fucking everything and thinking, wow, this is amazing. I'm so gay. I love it. But it's just not for me. Like, I appreciate the smaller ones where it's just the little decorations here or there, nice like window lights hanging down. You see the Christmas trees in the bay windows and whatnot. Like it's nice that, but some people do overkill it a little bit. But I do have to laugh at the moment because again on the route that I'm walking the dog, there's one house in particular. They've got a couple of little snowmen ornaments, like the little statues, the inflatables, whatever they are. But the dog's so confused because he thinks that it's other people that are gonna say hello to him. So he's trying to walk up, and his tail's wagging, and he's all excited to see another new friend because he likes to make his friends. Bless him. He just confused because I'm putting away. I'm like, no, it's not. It's no one for you. You need to come, get out of the way, and carry on. He just doesn't understand it. But, yeah, it's Christmas time is almost here anyway. I mean, what are we looking at? Just under 3 weeks as of this moment now. I mean, how prepared can you be, really? I'd love to hope that all of you people at home have got all your Christmas shopping done, but none of us have, have we? Not that I do much shopping anyway. The main thing, I've got the stuff for the missus, and that's always the most important thing, because if you don't look after your significant other, then, well, you're just going to be in the doghouse, and there ain't room for two of us in there. No way. But outside of that, anyway, there's not been a great deal going on, as I say. Baby Shaniqua, she's all happy, loving love. Already a little daddy's girl as well. Did see her briefly the other day, but of grafting as always, so didn't get a chance to hold her. But yeah, Ashley's happy. That's always the main thing as well. We need to make sure the parents are happy. And yeah, I know he's listening at home now. All the love's being sent out to you, Ash, even though you probably don't deserve all of it. But yeah, it's there for you. But anyway, moving on. It's not all about Ashley and babies. There's some real conversations to be had here today. So I want to just touch onto dreams slightly because I had a mad dream the other night. Um, I don't really have normal dreams. I mean, I don't know what you class as normal dream anyway, but yeah, just dream anyway. So I'll get into it. I was just out and about, and somehow I bumped into Jamie Hutchinson, who's a comedian, one of the best up and coming comedians in the UK right now. He's selling out tour shows and all this and that. Um, if you don't know who he is, go check him out. Absolutely quality. Uh, yeah, so in the dream, I've managed to bump into him, and so he's a bit of a drinker, uh, unlike myself, and he's look, so we've gone to the pub and we've gone to the bar, ordering a drink and that, and then I'm dying for a wee. So I've gone to the toilet and he's followed me, and it's just he's got this mischievous look. The pub, I don't know what pub I was in, but there was three urinals, so I've gone to the end, as you do, common courtesy. You always go to the end left or right one, never to the middle. And he's followed me in, and he's trying to grab me, like just being a lad, trying to fuck around. Now I'm not a shy person or anything, but I was dying for a piss, really really needed a wee, and so I'm like, Jay, fuck off, Jay. So I ended up going to into the cubicle to try and go to the toilet, but the lock was messing up on it. So this spinning lock, and I'm twisting and twisting, it's not going. And then as soon as I finally managed to lock it, that's when my alarm went off. Woke me up in the morning. So you just got me thinking. Obviously, I've woken up, and as most people do, when you first wake up in the morning, you need the toilet. Got up for a wee, but it's just got me thinking how how your brain does react. Dreams are just words, all the little messages you somehow give yourself. There's meanings to everything these days, isn't there? The old sayings: if your ears are red, it's because someone's talking about you. You get shivers down your spine because someone's just walked over your grave. All these old wives' tales and whatnot. It's strange, but yeah, it, it just baffled me how a dream led me to subconsciously have well this other person, Jamie H, uh, stop me from having a wee. So essentially, that stopped me from pissing the bed. Having a little accident, as some might say. Yeah, it's just weird how how things like that can happen, really. Uh, but fortunately, it happened anyway, and I didn't have to wake up and find a load of mess anywhere anyway. Um, God, I mean, literally, it has been since I was a kid, since anything like that has ever happened. Um, Not that it was a constant thing. I wasn't a bedwetter. Well, some people are, doing it all the time. Um, no, but that reminds me of a story when I was a kid. Um, God, I can't even think how old I was now. To be fair, probably like 8 or 9 or something. But I hadn't been that well for a couple of days anyway. Just I don't know whatever flu it was that I had and stuff. But the house that I lived in when I was a child, we had a bunk bed, and so the bottom was a double, top was a single. Um, times were hard back in the day. We never had big houses or anything. It was a two-bedroom house. Uh, Mum had the master bedroom, and actually, no, sorry, it wasn't the master bedroom. Mum had the smaller bedroom, and then it was me and my older sister that shared the other room. So yeah, my sister that was on the bottom bunk, and I don't know how, but I'd managed to wake my sister up uh, while I was asleep. So essentially, I shit myself while I was asleep. Um, I, obviously, I wasn't well. Uh, Managed to shit myself. You know what? No, I must have been younger than 8 or 9 because I remember my sister cleaning me up. So I was probably like, I don't know, 5 maybe. Uh, so yeah, she's woke me up. Like, Jay, you poop, blah, blah, whatever it was. And yeah, so I've had to calm down with got shit all in my pants, in my pajamas. Fucking cleaning me. Oh God, yeah. Fortunately, I've not had any accidents like that as an adult. Oh God, I dread to think of the mess. Waking up, to a puddle of piss or pile of shit in the bed. Ah, it's bad enough when the dog has an accident. Not that he's had an accident. But I've had it with my old dog. She's had accidents and that. Uh, no. What it is with this one, sometimes he decides to throw up because he thinks he's a cat. A lot of the time, he'll lick himself and gives himself fucking fur balls and ends up gagging on that lot. He's a old drama queen. Yeah, so there's a lot going on really. I've not been able to keep up with current affairs. I mean, all the bits that I have caught on the radio, there's still the dramas going on um, in the world. We're not really hearing much about Ukraine still, are we? But there is all the Hamas stuff, and that's still going on. But I haven't got much to say about it because I don't know too much about it, really. One thing that did come to mind the other day, though, so I was at a christening last weekend, and to be fair, I could go on for a long time about the christening itself. Not necessarily the uh, well, it was a baptism, not a christening, but not necessarily about uh, the people or the baby in question, um, but just religion. It's a bit, look, well, the up down, stand up, sit down, bloody sing this, pray for this, and blah blah. It's quite a long thing, but when you actually listening to what's going on, I mean, I'm Catholic myself anyway, but I don't preach to the choir or anything, but you, you're listening to what the priests and the other helper people are saying. It's a bit culty. It's like you must do this, and I'll give myself to Jesus, the Lord, and this and that. And I'm thinking, fucking hell, I, I'm not surprised why so many wars and that happen because of these religions. And then I got to thinking after that, that religions killed the gays, really, didn't they? Not literally, but you think, when did it become taboo for same genders to sleep with each other? Um, Obviously, these days it's not an issue, it's not taboo. But you think before the Bible or the Quran or anything, surely it was a thing. Surely, men and women slept with each other for fun, you know, and then someone come along, well, several people come along, started writing the books about a god or several gods and saviors and this and that and angels, demons, whatever, the devil, uh, and then just decided, nah, this is wrong. Why, why, uh, why are you sleeping with the same sex? It's not right. It has to be for uh, recreation, to make babies, love, marriage, whatever. Um, so it was just strange. I started going down a little bit of a rabbit hole with it, and it literally is just some people just writing it because there's no there's no proof. Is that I'm sure there's plenty of people out there. If any of you lovely listeners uh, are religious and have got some form of proof, if you've had any actual signs, have you seen any angels or ghosts or anything, as I say, send in your emails to us. I am waiting for any of them. But, there probably is some people out there that think, well, not necessarily think, sorry, believe they have proof of their gods, uh, looking out for them or whatever. But but we're all here for a short time, so we need to make it a good time and worrying about what's going on, be it up or down. It's a bit fucking nonsense, really, ain't it? Jesus, I don't know. I can't wrap my head around a lot of it. I'd love to think there's some sort of higher power, but when there's all the bad stuff that goes on in the world, it's hard to actually think that they'd let it go on. If they're all loving, all forgiving beings, then why would they allow for all the shit that happens in the world? Really, it's not good. But speaking of shit, anyway, fucking Manchester United again. Now, fair enough. Uh, we beat Chelsea on Wednesday. Good game, and it was a lot of basketball, really, end to end. Fucking quite entertaining. Um, but what more gripe is just the club in general. So not necessarily individual players and that. I've said the shit about Jadon Sancho enough times. He's been ignorant and lazy, doing his own thing, not apologising, disrespecting the manager. That's no good. But the Glazers need to fucking sort the shit out. It's been known for 5, 6 weeks or whatever at this point that Sir Jim Ratcliffe is gonna purchase 25% of the club, and it just keeps getting pushed back and back and back. But do these people not want United to succeed in fucking any shape and form? If he look, so Jim Ratcliffe's going to take over what he's saying he's going to on the sporting side of things. Surely you'd be fucking wrapping it up as quick as possible so you can come in and then get your funds in, start getting the summer, not the summer signings, but well, getting prepared for the summer signings, but getting your money into the club ready for the January signings, getting a CEO in, a sporting director, and everything. But it's just dragged on for weeks and weeks. Well, how much really have they got to fucking look through. Well, you've got the contracts. How, how many times you got to reread it, reproof it, dot all the I's, cross all the T's, just to see? Well, yeah, right, that's done then. Fucking get it signed, and then rough. But no, then on top of all that, the fucking journalists coming out with all the bullshit. Now, saying that they've got sources that 50% of the dressing room have lost faith in the manager and they don't trust him, they don't want to play for him or whatever. Fucking, who's your sources then? Tell us what player has fucking said it. Because if a player said it, they need to be named and shamed because it's disgraceful. End of the day, if in a normal work environment, if you said anything negative about your boss, in a public domain, you're gonna get a sack. You're just gonna get chinned off, no pay, and that's it. Done. You're out. But all these footballers, and I'm not on about just Man United now, but all these, say all, I don't want to disrespect a lot of them, but the majority of these big earning footballers got too much of a fucking ego these days, and they think that the club revolves around them when it's the other way around. No player is bigger than any club whatsoever, whether it's Manchester United or Macclesfield Town. You need to respect the badge that you're playing for, and if you're earning all this money, you need to fucking put in a shift. But hopefully, it's not any of the players going against the manager on what these sources have told the media. Hopefully, it's just something stupid that uh, just some general staff member, the cleaning lady or whatever, has heard a little bit of an argument and then have passed it on to these journalists. But a little bit of silver lining to come out of the press conference before the Chelsea game. Ten Hag and Man United allegedly um, they'd banned several media outlets from coming into the press conference and asking any of their stupid fucking questions. And it was nice to see that because it hasn't happened for a long time. Sir Alex Ferguson banned loads of media journalists from these press conferences because he didn't like them. They didn't respect him, so he didn't respect them. I think it was something like 5 years he didn't let the BBC into any of his press conferences because of whatever happened on that. So it was nice to see that the manager's showing a bit of balls and putting his foot down, just saying no, you're not fucking coming in. You're gonna put out bullshit like that. You're not coming in. And then the performance on the night time, then the players actually putting a shift in. They're not all the best players in the squad, but they're playing for the manager, and that was nice to see. And then it was just weird then because Aston Villa, what a fucking performance against Manchester City. Uh, who would have thought that with the way that United's season's gone so far, that we'd only be 3 points behind Man City. Arsenal are flying, Liverpool are having a good season, Spurs are doing a typical Spurs, West Ham beating them. Newcastle have slipped off a bit. That's a bit of an embarrassing one for them the other day, losing 3-0 to Everton. But yeah, I mean, I'm coming out of all this. Come the weekend, it's probably all going to change. We're probably going to get battered by fucking Bournemouth. Man City will fucking smash everyone else up again. Well, they got Luton, so that's a guaranteed 3 points. If they even just draw or lose against fucking Luton Town, they've got issues. Um, but it was nice to see a bit of shit talk between Pep and a few of the Sky Sports pundits as well. So they were giving a bit of stick to Pep initially, saying that the team's underperforming a little bit this season. And then Pep's come back saying, it's not easy winning four Premier League trophies in a row, also 4 seasons in a row. And probably one of the best things that Jamie Carragher has ever phlegmed out of his mouth was that I'm sure I would have won uh, a couple of Premier League titles as well if Liverpool had broken all the financial fair play rules and had 115 allegations coming against them because of financial reasons. So yeah, it's nice to see a bit of shitty banter from him because he hasn't always got the best of banter. He hasn't got the best of things to say most of the time. But don't get me wrong, it's not just because he's an ex-Liverpool player. Gary Neville chats a lot of shit as well, don't he? Then Mark Loving, he's just Mark Loving, isn't he? He missed the obvious with his facts. Well, the team that scores more goals going to win the games. Yeah, that's how football works. Yeah, as I say, it is Friday night and it is the night time. Uh, so, as of this moment, I'm going to get onto your lovely emails. Now, we did have a couple of emails just in general saying congratulations to Ash again. Um, but like, in general, I'll skip the little bits and bobs and I'll get on to the actual questions, what you people actually want to know. Real talk. So our first one from our Kirsty. Uh, so it does start off. Congratulations to Daddy Ash. Um, so she said, with the dating life not going great, I find a lot of things that give me the ick. So uh, hopefully you are all up to date with the episodes. Kirsty's not had the best of dating life. Uh, Initially dating a puppy, and then she had a two-pump chump. So yeah, not the best, but she's young. She's got plenty of time to find someone to settle down. So yeah, back to it. She says, I find a lot of things that give me the ick. What gives you the ick? So I find this ick culture a bit fucking annoying, to be fair, because I see some of these people coming out saying, you know, look, just the way he's parked his car gave me the ick. The way he ordered his McDonald's gave me the ick. Oh, fucking get a real reason to fucking not be with someone or to not find someone attractive. It's just fucking stupid. So it's not necessarily icks that I've ever had. It's just annoyances because that's all it is. You know, you can't instantly find someone unattractive just because they're fucking, you know, not parallel parked properly. They've had red sauce on the bacon sandwich instead of brown sauce, even though that's annoying. Unless you're a girl, you know, brown sauce for the men. And but things that I've found annoying, uh, I'd say one of the main things in particular is not flushing the toilet. So there's a lot of people, not just people that, well, women that I've been with, but people in general, will go for a wee and not flush the toilet. Oh, who cares that you're wasting water? You know, it's not our problem that there's reservoir, water reserves, you know, Severn Trent issues and whatever. Just flush the toilet. No one wants to fucking walk into the bathroom after you and smell stale piss. Fucking annoying. It's fucking. If, if you're gonna do that, just piss in the sink or piss in the bath. Let it fucking just go down that way. It's fucking so annoying. You know, and again, while we're on the toilet one, real poo talk here. Clean the fucking toilet. You have a dump. Check to make sure it's all flushed away, and clean the toilet. Leaving skids, it's not good. It's not good for anyone. You know, like, the amount of times, like, obviously, as you all know or should all know, I'm on the tools. I'm like, that proper work, real man things. Um, but there's been a lot of customers over the years where you go to the toilet because obviously you can't not go for a wee all day, or you know sometimes you need to go for a dump. Um, again, I know I said it on a previous podcast, but yeah, a few footballers and celebrities and that of houses that I have fitted the kitchens and done whatever work and that. Or yeah, I did used to make a point of going for a shit in their houses. Um, yeah, you gotta have your little claim to fame sometimes, don't you? Other than being a top podcaster. But yeah, the amount of times I've been in customers' houses, and I'd be so embarrassed if someone come round to my house to do a job or, um, just a guest in general and that, and they've gone to use the toilet and it's just filthy. There's scutter marks all over the gaff. Like, just it takes 2 seconds, get the toilet brush, fucking little scrub, bit of bleach, fucking same, job's done. No, amount of lazy people out there. Or the last one in particular, he was a bit of a weird character anyway. He wore the same t-shirt for the whole week, literally the same t-shirt. He was a big fella, wide, not tall. Um, and I had to laugh as well. He had a picture of himself, which was like an old like ID card picture, like a mug shot that you'd have for a passport picture, essentially. So he's had that, and then next to it was a picture of Jason Momoa. So, look, I know I've got my long hair and it's curly when it's all dry and um, you know, yeah, I'd never try and say that I look like fucking Jason Momoa anyway. He's fucking big muscular geezer, obviously tanned skin to him. But this customer in particular, so yes, he had long hair, but he wore glasses, he had a beard, and he was, as I say, he was wide and proper white. Now I know for a lot of years, especially like you're watching the YouTube, anyone that does know me, I've got long hair, beard, glasses, and I'm not the slimmest of people, but nowhere near as wide as this cat. And Jesus, it's like he's trying to compare himself to Jason Momoa. But it wasn't even in an ironic way to uh, like try and motivate yourself to get fit to be like that. Because even though he had the equipment in his little fucking lean-to conservatory sort of thing, none of that ever got used. The bike and the treadmill were just covered, and I mean covered in dust. There was more dust on it than when we took the kitchen out compared to finishing it all. It was just ridiculous. So yeah. Anyway, went to his house to do the work, and there was the downstairs toilet and all of that. It was like just like a bomb had hit it every day, and obviously it weren't ours. It, I've just got manners. If I use the toilet in that sense, I want to clean it. You can't, because again, look, you're using a toilet in a customer's house. Not that it's embarrassing, but it can be embarrassing. You've had to use it. They don't really want you to use it for that sense to have a poo. But yeah, you got to clean it. Fucking hell, man. It's just lazy. It's ignorance. There's no need for it. Um. So yeah, I know went off on a bit of a tangent there. Poo talk again, as we often do. Other annoyances though. Rudeness. I hate people being rude. Um, I was on a date before, obviously many moons ago, uh, having a bite to eat, and it was just the fucking the wave to try and like call the hostess over. I don't know, she wanted another fucking drink or something. It was just ignorant. Like, oh, come here. What are you doing? Oh, they'll be round in a sec, or like I would have got up and gone to the bar or fucking whatever. Just I don't know, just down talking, like talking fucking like they're a piece of worthless shit on the shoe. Um, There's no need for it. We're all here to fucking earn a living at the end of the day. It doesn't matter what job you're doing. You know, you're working. Don't get me wrong. I know a lot of people are lazy and they don't even want to work. But you know, most of the waiting staff in these restaurants, pubs, and whatever, and that, you know, they are trying, and it's always busy. Or used to be always busy, not as much these days since the COVID shit. But still, you know, they've got a job to do, and you can't speak down to them like that. So stuff like that annoys me as well. No need for it. Don't get me wrong. I'm never shy about telling a cunt to fuck off. You know, if I am out having a bowl to eat and the food's not right and whatever, then you speak up, you say something. But at the end of the day, it's not the person that's handed you the food. It's not their fault. The chef's overcooked your steak. So look, well, it's not right. Can I just have this sorted out, please? Um, I think yeah, fair enough. It's back and forth, back and forth. Then start having a bit of a kick off. But there's no need for it. Now, some people do deserve to have a bit of a bollocking. But the amount of times I've been on the phone with customer services for, say BT, and it's just back and forth. Oh, I need to put you through to this department, whatever. And sometimes you do have to start shouting at them down the phone. Not that I ever really shout, but I do get angry with them. And I mean, I'm not the cleanest of mouths anyway, and sometimes you do have to swear a little bit. But I don't like doing it. I don't like getting angry, stressed out about stupid things. Um, yeah. So hopefully, Kirst, that's suffice enough for your question. Ick. But, I mean, that's fucking just annoying. Any ick, ick. Not even a proper word either. But as always, though, Kirsty, thanks for your email. I take it fucking you're not having a good time with the dating scene these days, anyway. It's Christmas. You don't need to try and fucking get in a relationship just before Christmas because that's fucking committing for a present, trying to get something for them, and or if it's not going to work out anyway, you're just wasting your time and money. Fucking just chill, then just hang out with your friends and that, go have some beers, and yeah, just take it easy. Just, we said it enough times. There's no point you rushing. You don't need to rush. When it happens, it happens. You know, it's all good, man. All good. Yeah. So next one, we've got an email from James. All right, lads. What OnlyFans models do you subscribe to? So, James, you're obviously fairly new to listening to the podcast because if you wasn't, you'd remember one of our conversations that we've had several times about OnlyFans models. Now, in general, I ain't got nothing against them. You know, fair play. They're not manipulating. I don't want to sound out of terms or anything, but twisting the bank accounts of willing subscribers to get their money to send feet pics and I don't know, used knickers and socks and fucking whatever they're into. Um, but for me, there's enough free porn out there to not pay for a OnlyFans model. I mean, I've, apart from not seeing fucking whatever leaked ones on the old hub. I don't even know who's out there. I mean, there's a lot of them that they have their a lot of podcasters have OnlyFans models on their accounts. Uh, Rebecca J, I think it is. I don't know. Yeah, I've seen her on a fair few, like Dead Men Talking and Have a Word podcast and that. I don't know. There's that many of them out there. So fair play to them. They're making money for say doing nothing. They're doing a fair bit really. I suppose a lot of them do degrade themselves, um, just for a little bit of money. But we'll have to earn money. We're all gonna graft. We're gonna work somehow. But yeah, it's not for me. I'm just happy, just flicking on. I mean, again, I wouldn't have enough time to fucking find one that I want to. Again, I don't even know what the price ranges are or anything. But try and find one, subscribe. I think you have to pay to text them and whatever. And then like, I don't know how it properly works. Well, James, you're gonna have to email in and let us know. Do you have to once you pay for it? Do you get everything, or do you get you still have to like pay per view once a month special fucking videos or something? I don't know, man. I don't know how it works. Uh, it's not like Patreon where you just get all the content exclusively. You know, I imagine you do. You have to pay for videos separately. Fucking, I don't know, mate. But yeah, not for me, man. I don't fucking bother. Uh, fucking hell. I don't have enough money to fucking pay for him anyway. No. Appreciate the email anyway, James. Let us know who you subscribe to. I'm guessing you was after some inspiration, some new titties to look at or something. Was if you wanted to see some porn, just on Google, type in porn dude, and that'll give you all the sites. Fucking all for free, mate. Fucking wank away. Happy days. Just always wank responsibly. Don't fucking give it too dry. You're gonna go red raw and fucking your cock will fall off or something. No one wants a limp dick, mate. Um, uh, so yeah, the email now from Lauren. Again, saying congrats to Ashley being a baby daddy. Oh, excuse me while I just sup on my little lager. Um, so her question is, if you could erase the memory of a film or TV show to rewatch and fall in love with again, what would you choose? Now, when I read this earlier, I did have a little bit of a think about it, and well, I think everyone would go for the generic, your Breaking Bads. I suppose a lot of people would say Friends again as well now, especially with the recent passing of Matthew Perry, because I know that all the viewing ratings popped up on all of that, didn't it? It's amazing how Matthew Perry was everyone's favourite person. Uh, there's conspiracies over his death as well. Um, but that's not what the question is. So, film wise, uh, one of the best films that I do love, that anytime it would be on, I would still sit there, watch it, and laugh my head off, is Step Brothers. Will Ferrell, he's absolutely quality. Uh, I could still watch it fucking now, and it's one of those films that there's bits that you miss, and you watch it again, and you clock it, and you fucking laugh your head off of that. Saying that now because I still love it fucking as it is now anyway. So film wise, I don't know then. Hmm, I know program. Uh, it'd be supernatural. Uh, just purely because it's well the longevity of it. You can it if you're gonna have a marathon, it still takes weeks to watch 14 seasons. Um, but it was just quality. I used to watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Angel when I was a kid, which they were good enough in their own rights. But Supernatural just opened it up, a little bit more. Uh, the story of the brothers. I don't want to spoil anything for anyone that hasn't watched it, and if you haven't watched it, get on it. Um, yeah, it is good. It's not just it's not scary. It's not just all drama. There is comedy, comedy, comedic scenes in it as well. Even like one of them, there's a Scooby Doo episode where they're in the cartoon. Um, there was I think it was like a 12 episode mini series where it was an animated series as well. Uh, they did do the spin off of the Winchesters, which got cancelled after one season, which is a bit annoying. But there is talks that they're going to reboot it again as well. So go on to new seasons. I'm probably looking out for that. Film wise, I still don't know film. Ooh. And again, like you can't really like choose the Shawshank Redemption, um, the Green Mile, or anything, any of those classic films, because they're too obvious of answers, really, aren't they? I suppose probably for the magic of it and the experience, yeah, for the experience of when it starts off, you got the music playing. I remember sitting in a cinema, your head starts bopping straight away. So, Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one. I mean, all of them are good films anyway, but that switched up the game for the Marvel cinematic universe. The music just gets you going. Well, speaking for myself, I can't hear any of them songs on the radio without thinking of the film itself. And yeah, you just fall in love with the characters straight away as well. So yeah, probably that. Um, I suppose that probably sounds a little bit gay for some people, but as the how good the Marvel Cinematic Universe was, because some of it has dropped off a little bit, to be fair. Where yeah, it was just that was peak. That was because the Iron Man films, the first couple four films, and as it led on to the Avengers and that as well, they were fucking top tier films. And then when it's switching up the game with Guardians of the Galaxy, just brought another element to it. Uh, I've not watched Miss Marvel yet, and he's on the card to go and watch. So I'm just having a time. I'm too busy grafting all the time, ain't it? But yeah, it dropped off a little bit. What I would recommend for people to watch though, if you haven't watched it yet, is Loki. Obviously, watch season one first. Season two, Jesus Christ, fucking. So again, I won't spoil anything for anyone, but just makes it fucking look. Loki is the most important character in the whole of the MCU. Well, it puts it into perspective. You think of the first appearance up to the end, and thought, Jesus Christ. I know a lot of thought and research goes into these films, so not just from the comic books and that, but just with the mythology of the like the Greek gods and whatever. Asgard, fucking bringing in the obviously because Thor's a god, Loki's the trickster god and that. So yeah, with how they've integrated all of it together, it's just fucking it's amazing. So if I could find the writers of the Loki series, I'd give them a good fucking firm handshake and say, "Well done, sir," or "Madam." Um, you know, can't assume that it was a man that wrote it, but let's be honest, it probably was. uh, yeah, Lauren, thanks for that email. And as always, sending your emails or questions, asking for advice, like out curiosity, anything you want to know, any would you rather's. I have got some would you rather's, but I'm going to save them for when it is back to me and Ash again. Maybe next week, maybe not. I don't know. Uh, just got to let him settle into being a dad for a couple of weeks. I mean, to be fair, he's probably dying to get back on. He's missed me. He's missed all of yous, no doubt. Um, he might just need a little bit of a break as well. Not necessarily from the baby, but from his missus, I'd say. Um, but yeah, shout out to the new subscribers as well. Please do subscribe, follow, depending on what platform you're on, be Spotify, Apple, or the YouTubes. Uh, Again, if you're not watching us on YouTube, it is Real Talk Podcast with Ash and JD. All the links for everything, the emails, the Twitter, and all that, as always, will be in the description. And yeah, if you have watched it on YouTube, it's been just a lot of my face because there's nothing else to see. I'm literally in bed, not lying down, and I am clothed for the audio listeners. Um, just me, laptop, camera, and a couple of tinnies. And so yeah, I'll leave it at that. It's been emotional. Not really, but yeah, as always, peace.